Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? My name's Chad. I'm incredibly tired, but I need to make sure everything's working. Looks like it's going through. Hopefully everything's working out. What's going on, everybody? My name is Chad. This week on Anime Night, first Anime Night since 10,000. I hope you guys like the new stream layout. It is here to stay, but I'm going to tweak it more as I kind of go through this and see how well it works out. First thing first. We no longer have the count because we already hit it. 10K, that's my play button because I'm broke and I don't want to pay for a real play button. Thank you guys, by the way. That meant so much to me. If you can tell the dead on my face, I had a long day of working out, studying. I took that new proficiency test that I heard about online. And we can talk about that once we get into the anime. Also, tip board, anything else that's super important? Probably not. Anyways, this week we are watching By Your Vote. What was it? Kemono Friends, which I've not seen anything of it. I don't know what it's all about. I don't know what's happening with it. I'm assuming it's about animal girls. Maybe. I don't like going into these watching it first, because then it's almost like I don't have to watch it. I can kind of just blow past it. So I think all of us are going to experience this together. If you want to watch it with me, there will be a timer in the screen. You will see it right at the bottom corner, this side. Over yonder way. Right down there. See the 1s, the 2, the 3, the 4, that thing that I just hit? I'm going to sync that up with the actual stream from Crunchyroll, because we live stream everything legally here. If you guys go down to my description, you will see a chat for it. You can go there, and I love it. Perfect. I'll catch up on the chat in a second, guys. Yeah, so if you guys actually want to... Let me get back to the anime, shall we? If you guys want to follow along, get on Crunchyroll, open it up in a new tab, keep this open. We'll be talking over it. It'll be fun. Any donations you guys want now pop up on the screen. I'll read whatever message you have as long as... I say that now until someone says something racist. I'll be, discerning. But the intention is that way if you have a message, it gets read on screen, and I can read it more easily. There's also a tone that goes with it and a cool little animation. Alrighty, we're going to start this thing up real quick, and then I'll catch up on the chat and the Discord and everything. Also, when we're done here, if you did not get enough fun Anime Night with me, with everything that we're doing here, really easy thing that you could do, hop on the Discord chat. The Discord chat I'll be on immediately after this. Usually takes me 5 to 10 minutes to get over to the Discord. And we play Fortnite together. You can ask me on voice chat any questions you have about Japanese, Japan. Maybe you just want to get to know me. I don't know. I'm not that interesting. Anyways, we're going to get started on Kemono Friends in 3, 2, 1. There we go. This ought to be interesting. Oop. I'm just hitting everything. Right before this started, I knocked over like half my rig. So, fun times had by all. Kemono Friends is really good. I don't even know who recommended this. Was this Garth? Let me go to the Discord real quick. Who recommended Kemono Friends? Oh, I see. So it's a girl that looks like a cheetah. Is she more cheetah than girl? Oh, I'm so hot. In Colorado, it's like 1 billion degrees. That's why I'm wearing a sweat rag right now. Let's see. Kemono Friends seems to be by... Jeremy. Alrighty, Ohio voted for that one. That's cool. I dig. Oh, it's got like 3D animation. I don't like that. Please kill the zebra girl. That would make this worth it to me. Kill the zebra girl. Come on. CC Marie 73, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Can I get rid of the freaking subtitles now, or is this not going to let me do it? Apparently not. Whatever. Not a big deal. It sucks, but it's not a big deal. I don't dig the 3D animation of this. I don't know, maybe other people care. Okay. Fair enough, lady. Yeah, I don't do cute girl stuff, but I'm in it. We're gonna handle it. Tell me about it. I'm in the Denver area now. Navy Dave, no joke. It's like, I mean, it's nice weather, but in general, it was just smoking today. And I am sweaty as crap because I ran, I worked out. I am thoroughly pooped from just being in a book all day. So I'm just trying to enjoy the show and sweat my ass off. CC Marie 73, Chad, are you ever coming back to youth group? It's Sierra. I am not. CC. Oh, it's Sierra. It was cracking. Sorry, it doesn't occur to me. My brain doesn't work well. I read. This is why I've gotten in trouble on the stream with myself, because I read and then process for some stupid reason. And people have said some very not cool things that I've read out loud, so I guess if you want like a soundboard of inappropriate things I've said, just watch all my live streams. Tara, Fortnite after. Yeah, I'm down for it. Let's do it. That was the plan anyways. I'm going to be super tired, but we will play at least a couple of games. Navy Dave, you're going to hate this anime. Yeah, I can already tell. It's not really for me already, but that's okay. Like, it's not that important for me to enjoy these. It's important that you guys vote for them, and if you want to see me cringe and watch this, then fine. If you enjoy it, cool. It's not like bad, it's just not for me. What's wrong with 3D animation? I just don't like the way it looks. I prefer normal looking, like 2D. For some reason, 3D just kind of takes me out of it. It makes it look like, do you guys know Code Lyoko? Reminds me of Code Lyoko. See, a girl who doesn't even know what animal she is? This seems kind of like a little kid show where they're like, let's figure out what animal you are. And you're like, we could do it together. And then they go on an adventure to figure out what animal she is. That's what this seems like. It seems like a little kid TV show. Which, fine, whatever. Okay with me streaming Fortnite with you? Sure, as long as I don't have to do anything. Other than play, I mean other than play. How's life? What are you up to lately? Good. Moved to Japan, went to school, had a blast, came back here, started working as a translator, doing YouTube full-time, then the YouTube crash happened, so then I do YouTube part-time, and then do the translation the rest of the time. I'm in master's program. I got into grad school, so I've been doing that for fun. And yeah, just going back and forth between Japan and here and studying and doing school and fun stuff. It's been pretty cool. I enjoy my time very much. Minus having to watch whatever freaking weird anime this is. You know what I would watch, though? I would watch a remake of Simba and all the animal characters with their original personalities are anime girls. It's like Pumbaa, Timon and Pumbaa, but anime girls. That's the way to live life. I gotta drop. I'm still not feeling well. Talk to you all later. See you, Garth, and feel better. If you don't feel better, can I have all your stuff if you die? Just asking. Just will it to Chad Zimmerman, P.O. Box 281, Henderson, Colorado. I'll be happy to take all of it. No, get better. You're worth more to me alive. I swear, she looks like a zebra. What do you guys... What? Whoa. So there's just magic weird blue things. Cerulean. How do you know what it's called? It doesn't have a mouth. And she can hardly run. She runs like she... Well, I guess she might be 7 for all I know. Meow, 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 meow. She... Okay. What the hell is a cerulean? And how does she know it's a cerulean? first off, who is the person that saw floaty green, or I guess blue scary thing, and said, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to claw at it. You wouldn't touch that at all. You could easily outrun it. I would run from those all... I wouldn't touch it. It looks like it's a freaking alien. How do I know its body's not made of acid? Well, I guess first I would throw other things at it, and if other things maybe hit it and didn't explode or melt, then I would throw another person at them, and then if that worked, then I might punch it. But steps, right? Baby steps. Well, I'm glad you're happy. What's the best part of Japan? That's where you said you like going to, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm there every year, so... best part? I gotta say, I really dig the friends I made over there. So, the homesprungs are kind of the best part. I always go over there and it feels like I'm back. It's like a homecoming to a new family. But then I left my family. And then I leave there and it feels great because I'm coming home to my family, but it's like I'm leaving my other family. So it's this perpetual, very happy, very sad life I live. Oh, Kyria. Okay, while you're here, Kyria, you've tipped me enough to send you stuff. You seriously need to give me, like, go on Twitter and DM me, or DM me on YouTube. You can message my channel. Go to the About tab and hit send message. You could write me privately on the Discord. I need your address. Don't post it in the chat, but I want to send you stuff for tipping me so much. And I've been trying to get a hold of you and Earlfurt Gaming the last like 2 weeks, and I'm like, I tried to go to your channel, but there's no way to message you because you have privacy settings on, and I couldn't find you anywhere else on the internet. So you please don't make me feel bad about receiving your tips. Send me some way, an email or some way I can talk to you, or DM me, and we will get you your stuff that you tipped for. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy you came. That made me so nervous. I was like, I don't want to take her money and not send her stuff. Oh, this is kind of cool. They have an interview from, it sounds like a dude, someone that knows stuff about animals, probably a guy that works at like a zoo or museum or something. Probably a zoo. That's kind of nifty, but like a real dude. It sounds like a real dude talking. Man, what weird trees. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this already. It's not bad, it's just not for me. If you like it, cool. I'm glad you enjoy it. Just not... I don't like cute girl anime. Gotta say, the concept is at least original. Like, you can't fault them for the concept. Because there's so much anime that you go, oh, that's like these 8 other things are already done. I haven't seen an anime where it's just a story of animals, but the animals are anime girls. Even though that one little trope is the unique facet of this... It's better than no trope, I guess. Like, it's better than another, like, Shonen Jump freaking anime that's all the exact same. And I say that as someone who likes a lot of Shonen Jump stuff. Like, I grew up on Naruto. I like One Piece and Bleach. What was that recent Shonen Jump one I really liked? The volleyball one. I like that one a lot, but there's so much of these I just don't dig. It's the same thing with romance anime. A lot of it's the same. And I feel like there are new areas to explore in terms of telling a romance story. People are just real lazy and rely on tropes. And man, if it makes some money, then oh well, the world's not gonna end. Oh, it's water. Okay, people who haven't seen this, you get a vote. What is the girl in the hat? What's her animal? I thought she was a zebra. Because I'm trying to think of other African animals. But she might be a penguin? But she has that one little feather. I don't know. Maybe that's just for look. But I have a feeling the color of that is significant. And I'm trying to think of animals that are white, black, red, and have feathers that could be green? I don't know. By the way, how was your guys' week? Hopefully better than mine. Or hopefully as good as mine. That reminds me, while we're chiseling, I found there's a test, and people have sent me this website. I'm sure ooh, the hell is she? Oh, she's a hippopotamus. She does not look like a hippopotamus. Can you give me the Power Ranger 88? Can you give the Power Ranger 88 a shout out in one of your videos? He's my brother and he's trying to get more subscribers. He loves making videos on YouTube. I don't do like shout outs, but I'd be happy to check out his channel. If he makes good stuff, I'll have him on the I'll have him on this or something. What's his name? The Power Ranger 88. All right, I'll check him out. Yeah, she looks more like a hyena or something. They didn't translate. Really? That's dumb. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into it. So yeah, there's a site that I went back and went through my messages and my comments because you have that search feature for keywords. Turns out I've been recommended this over the past year like 6 times. I never took it because I was so focused on the N2, but now that the N2 is over, and today I had a little bit of time to do stuff, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just pull it up, or sorry, like 3 days ago, I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot, see what's up. And it turns out it takes 72 hours to take, like to get a password to be able to take the test, but then after that, it's free. It is a language proficiency test, and sorry, I'm reading over my stuff in chat now, but it basically, it's a free version of the format that is the JLPT. It's just not on paper. It's all done online. There's 4 sections just like the JLPT: listening, vocabulary, grammar, and reading. As someone who took the N2, I would say it is essentially the same format. The listening section of this, though, didn't have pictures, whereas the one that I actually took had some pictures for the listening section, but everything else was more or less the same. The vocabulary, the vocabulary section felt a little different, but it wasn't by much. It felt very similar, and if you're wanting to take the JLPT as a free way to get a quick result on where roughly you are and to kind of see how it works, this is a great method, although the tests only last like 30 minutes to an hour and a half. So you don't get the length that the real JLPT is, because it is a freaking marathon. But it's a pretty decent, I think, a pretty decent representation. I took it, and if you guys want to go, if you just want to see what I got, I'll try and share. So this is at the end of it, immediately after. The real JLPT, you have to wait like 6 months or whatever to get your 3 months to get your results sometimes. They print it out immediately when you're done. And the other thing with this test, you can only take it once every 6 months. So when you take it once, that's the end for 6 months. So it kind of has that same severity that the real JLPT has. So I decided, I think what I'm going to keep doing, even through testing N1, is I'm going to do, you know, the JLPT in Japan in July and in America in December, and then in between, so in March and I think September, October, whatever's in the middle, I'll do this online test. And if you can see, there's a piece of paper. I don't know if it's actually, do I have any private info? Oh, not that much. So there's a top section and a bottom section. The top section here has just this is all just like my name and stuff. But that, I don't know if you guys can see it. Those are the scores. I know they're backwards. I'll actually tell you what all this means. The bottom has the interpretation. It's hard to see because this is I'm trying to show you the camera. It shows you like what the equivalent of the JLPT is and what the points are and all that other stuff. So, wait, what's the test called? Not the JLPT, this free one. It's called the JCAT, the Japanese Computerized Adaptive Test. And I got... Oh, I should compare this to my JLPT test. Here, you guys just play with yourselves for like 5 seconds. My results are next door. I'll be right back. Because it'd just be a better comparison. So give me 1 second. I know this is going to be boring, but just cope. Sorry about that. Got it right here. So comparatively, I did way better. Way better. I'll give you an example. Oh, this has my birthday, so I can't show you, my birthday and like, other crucial data. So I won't show you the paper. The top part, though, you can see it's like official JLPT paper. So, anyways, let's go over the results, shall we? Rin, what's cracking? So for reading, let's go language knowledge, which was vocabulary and grammar. On the JLPT, I got an 18 out of 60, which was my only failing category, because you have to get 20 out of 60 to pass a single category. On this one, I got, so what was that, like 30-something%? You guys can do the math, 18 out of 16 is like 30-something%. This is vocabulary and grammar. So I got a 63 out of 100 in vocabulary and a 48 out of 100 in grammar. So it's out of 100 each section, and this one combines those two. This one does not, so it's not an exact correlation, but it's pretty good. Hey, Chad, just came to say hi. I'll probably lurk quietly or leave. It's been a rough night. Giovanni, if it's been a rough night, stay if it makes you feel better. If not, take time for yourself. It's important. Next one was reading. I got 20 out of 60, so the passing 30% in the category for the JLPT. For the N2, by the way, this is the JLPT N2. For this one, the reading, I got 51, so way higher. I got, it'd be the equivalent of 10 extra points on the reading on the JLPT, because it's a 50%, essentially. And the last one was listening. I got 23 out of 60, which is still over the passing, not by much, though. It's still like 36 or whatever percent math. But listening on this was actually way higher, 57 out of 100, so 57%. In total, I got 219 points. 219 points out of a pot, like, if you got a perfect score on the JCAT is 400 points. To put that in perspective, a native is expected to get anywhere from 350 onwards. So if you get a 350 or higher, you're considered native level. So I got a 219 out of what they consider native of 350. Is pretty freaking good as far as I'm concerned. That's all I could ever hope for. And if you look, they actually give you a scale of what it is. So basic is 100 or less. Pre-intermediate is 100 to 150. 150 to 200 is intermediate. This is where I'm at. 201 to 250, though, is upper intermediate. And the equivalent level is, I don't know if you guys can see it, is N2. So I basically got N2 level, which is what I've been studying for this whole time. That's the N2 is the thing I failed by a point this year, unfortunately. Or I should say December of last year. It's been my goal since I started language learning. According to this test, I am 19 points above the start of what they consider the low end of N2, and I'm like 20 points. So I'm right in the middle between being a perfect N2 score. I actually did the math. I am 87% of a perfect N2 score, which, according to the JCAT, obviously, it's not the same test. It's similar, but it's not the same. So that makes me feel good. It means, hey, probably by December when I take it again, I will be N2 prepared. It actually makes me kind of consider taking the N1. But the N1 here, it says that level N1 is anywhere from 250 plus, with it being solidly between 3 and then obviously 350 being near native. So I would need to get an additional 20 points to be at the low end of N1 according to this test. But to be kind of solid, probably an additional like 60 points to be real solid in the N1, which is totally doable. I basically did that since December for the N2. So I'm happy. I'm proud. N2-ish, I guess, is what that said. So I know that my current program is working, and I'm going in the I'm going in the right direction. Was that the end? That's the end. All right, we're going to episode 2. I don't care about the outro. Next episode. Oh, it's just more cute girl music. That's fine. The stream stopped for like 5 seconds. Hopefully it comes back up. We'll see. All right, we'll see if this picked up because it jacked itself up, but I think it's okay. That makes me super sad. I don't know what happened. I think I switched over one too many tabs and it just blew up. Gosh, it's so hot. It's hot and there's lights. Bad decision, Chad. Bad decision. I should have just did this outside in the dark. I'm missing more of the anime. It says I'm okay. It says I'm still going. That's good. Let's hope it stays that way. Ooh, we're good. We're back. Scary. So now there's a weird... Really? It's like a robot raccoon. Of course it is. Robot rac... This anime makes no damn sense. Like, at least follow your logic. What's up with the robot animal? Wouldn't all animals be, like, anime girls? I don't trust it. Yeah, I already don't care enough. I'm sorry, I just can't do this. I'm sure it's a lovely anime if I actually just could give three dams in a sandbag, but I cannot. Anyways, if you guys want to try it, definitely check out the JCat. Super. I'll actually, what's the link? It's just J. Okay, here I'll type it out if you guys want it. No capitals. www.j- I believe. Sorry, cat.org. Let's see. Let's match this up. Obviously, there's like an HTTP and everything, but yeah. Cool. That should be the link, or lack of. You guys could just Google JCat. It'll come up. Definitely worth it. It's free. If you guys are language learners, it doesn't hurt. And you don't pick a level, which is nice. So with the JLPT, you have to pick like the N2 or the N3 or whatever it is. And if it's too easy, then you screwed yourself that year. And if it's too hard, then you're stuck. But this one goes with the answers that you give. So, hey, if you mess up on one, you get an easier question. If you get it right, you get a harder question. And it kind of narrows down to where your level kind of roughly is. But it's also nice because if you get one wrong, you're not just cursed to be, like, below that level. Because, like, if you answer one wrong and then you keep getting them right, you can tell that the difficulty's increasing. So they basically get to where it's like, oh, he's consistently not getting these right. That's probably his end point. And I like it. I think it's a very good system. And for free, I'm down with it. I don't even think they require any personal info. I don't know. Oh, she's a serval. I thought she was a cheetah. Oh, great. Now we have this freaking thing that's just cute for the sake of being cute. Of course. Why didn't they do this in normal 2D animation? I wonder if it's a, I wonder if it's, like, there must be an artistic reason? Is it easier to do this than it is to do drawn animation? Like, is it less labor intensive? Is it cheaper? What's the benefit of doing something that inherently looks worse? So they're in Japan then. Or wherever Japari is. I'm just so proud of this. I can't put it down. I will admit, if it was possible to have whatever that weird possum thing is, I would have it. If that was up to me. But sadly, it is not. It's cheaper and saves time. Okay, that makes sense. That sounds like what this probably is. It seems like, because it just does not, if we're all honest with ourselves, this does not look as good, at least in the sense of what probably normal people or plebes like me would consider anime to be. So this must be because it was an idea that they did not think was going to make us, a metric ton of money. So like, hey, let's do it easier and, save money on labor and sending it to Korea to animate. And oh, that's a cheetah. This just seems like a kid show teaching people about animals, but just girls in short skirts. Whatever. Giovanni, should I go for remembering the kanji this summer in about 3 months span? I might want to do it. I'm about JLPT N5, and I've heard it's a much smoother ride after it. I started even before I was N5, so do whatever. I honestly can't advise people start learning at least the meanings of kanjis early enough. If it was up to me, the day you start learning hiragana, like that day, you'll also learn the meanings of the kanji, starting with, the 10 numbers, 100, 1,000, 10,000, etc. and so on. And then you learn remember the kanji as, that's the easiest stuff to start. So Giovanni, I highly recommend it. There's no bad time to start. G'day, Chad. How you going, mate? Sinex, I'm going well. I am sitting here. I took a online, proficiency test? I also can't talk because I'm extremely tired from today. But I took an online proficiency test and got N2 level, which is very reaffirming. It's what I've been going for years, and it just means a lot. I'm also exhausted from many different types of physical activities and reading all day. You guys should see some of these books I have to read. It's like if I stacked all of my books that I have to read in like a 8-week span, it's like that. And it's dense reading, so it's not easy. Oh, what's this girl? Monkey? No, this is elephant? She talks slower, so maybe. But she's in like a bra. Ugh, this is the worst. I don't like thinking about this stuff. So next, I actually shipped 2 of my Japanese rods out to Australia today. So that was fun. That cost like $80 to do. Deer? Kind of antelope, probably. Oh, axis deer, yeah. Cool. I mean, I would... could you imagine? You can't show this to kids because it's too sexualized, but for adults, it's kind of childish. Who's this made for? Alrighty, thanks. I heard it has a lot of unnecessary kanji. I did a deck and tried to learn, and I learned the kanji for gallbladder. Yeah, but the reason they're teaching you that, especially to start, isn't because gallbladder's necessary. It's because it's easy. They're trying to prove to yourself, that you're able to remember those kanjis that maybe with other methods you don't know. So they basically group radicals together, and every chapter they'll teach you a new radical, and they'll teach you kanjis relating to those things. And when you first start learning, you only know like 3 radicals, so they kind of have to throw in ones that you maybe don't need to know, but because they use those 3 radicals, those are the ones that it's going to make up, right? The problem is a lot of the necessary kanjis have a lot of radicals in them. It's not really... Just to go by frequency of use is not a good way to remember meanings of kanji. Because you need to learn radicals, and if you're like, oh, I want to learn cat I think has... I gotta type it, otherwise I'm not gonna ever get it. Hold on, let me see. How many radicals does cat have? 1, 2... Well, essentially 3. But they're 3 of ones that you learn as you go. Because you have to learn a couple different pieces of these to make each radical, and then those 3 radicals come together. So, like, you're not going to learn cat until probably chapter 2 or 3. You're not going to learn that at the start, but cat's a very common word. You're going to learn cat before gallbladder. The reason is gallbladder is way easier kanji-wise than cat is. So, as you progress through the book, and every chapter you learn a couple new radicals, by chapter 3 and 4, you have enough of a foundation that you're pretty much just going to go through really frequently used kanji for a while. Once you get past like 1500, I started to realize that I was learning radicals and kanjis that they were not necessary for daily use. They're not bad to have, but they're not used daily. A lot of them were like things in names or very specific topics that I probably wasn't... Oh, that's a butt. I'm so over this freaking anime already. Anyways, yeah, that's my point. Just because one kanji might be unnecessary, that's not the point. If you only know 3 radicals, you gotta learn kanjis that use those 3 radicals, and then you will learn 4, and then you will learn 5, and you will learn things that could take on multiple different radicals that are a harder level. But it starts down here, and then it builds. This makes my heart hurt that we're watching this. Why is her whole butt hanging out? The other girl has just as short of a skirt and she doesn't have it hanging out. This is so unnecessary. I know about 1,000 kanji right now. Good! 1,000 kanji is a huge freaking achievement, dude. Go for it. Keep studying, keep going. I'm at... I think 1,600 currently. I'm not actively studying kanji. I'll go back to study because I already learned the 1,000 for the N2. Once I officially get the N2 in, and I'm like, I'm freaking in it, because I already know like if I walk around Japan, I don't really encounter kanjis that I don't know very often now, which is great. So I'm not actively trying to go academic with the kanji, but when I get my N2, it's like, okay, I got it, I'm good. I'm going to pick up, and then we're studying for N1, which means I'm going to have to double my kanji knowledge. I'm already at 1,500. I'll probably want to study out till about 2,500 to be comfortable at N1. And then I think I'll probably be about done then, unless there's like a field of interest that I have in older kanjis, then I'll go deeper. Devin Madsen just got off work. Welcome, Devin, to the shame hole that is Anime Night. Your animals swim in the water. Fan service, Chad, fan service. Apparently it is necessary. Maybe it's necessary to, like, you know, make it profitable in Japan. I don't know. I'm not... Gosh, I would just be so happy without fan service. Okay, is 25 a day a lot to remember? Also, does exercise help you study? That's a great... First off, the second part of that... Not the exercise part, but some other things I'm going to talk about in subsequent videos. Things outside of studying you can do that actually has been proven to help study. This week is going to be supplements. Like things you take, and not like Adderall or cocaine. Like just legal stuff you can get at like the supermarket that is proven to help with studying, memory, and retention. There are physical things you can eat, and I'm on them every morning. I take these pills every morning that have just been a massive help. If they can even increase 10% of my ability to retain words. I learn about 1,600 new words a year now that I know about 8,000 words. I do about 1,600 new ones a year. Ish, 16 to 2,000, give or take a year. If I can increase 10% of that, that's hundreds of words just for taking certain things. So definitely worth it, in my opinion. We'll talk about that this week. I never did 25 a day, ever. The most I ever did in one day, or I should say, the most I ever do in a day, consistently, because learning kanji is obviously a marathon. It's setting a realistic amount that you could do that is a little bit of a stretch over 3 years, doing it every day for 3 years. So it's really a marathon effort. The most I did as a marathon was 10 new kanjis a day. If you feel like you could do more, try more. If it starts to feel overwhelming and you're having to review a lot, because you need to, and by the way, you can't just read remembering the kanji and be done. You get get an SRS. So there's a Memorize community deck. There's a Anki community deck. There's tons of space repetition flashcard systems that you can use, and make sure, and they're already pre-built. You don't even have to put them in there. They're already on there. And do a realistic amount that just pushes you, and try and do it long term, and review those every day. And what you'll see is if it starts to become, you start feeling like you're getting piled up on the review end, like there's just so much you can't possibly get through it, you're probably learning too much. You need to be able to pass through your reviews every day. That it says, oh, review 200 into short-term memory. You need to be able to do that. If you're just like, oh, I'm getting buried, then you need to, bring that number down. If you're like, oh, I got through that in no time and I'm already done with the new stuff and I still have some mental power to go, maybe increase it by a couple words. And then keep trying that over, a week or two, and see if you don't get buried. You, over time, and it takes months to figure out where your threshold is. You will find kind of where you can handle daily long term, and then just hang on to that over 3 years, and you're good to go. Can I get some of those pills, Chad? Tara, we'll talk. You can buy them, but we'll talk about it on Wednesday's video. I'll leave you in suspense. This might be a little unrelated, but there's an app called Obenkyo that has hiragana, katakana, and kanji studying and testing sections. They also recently got a grammar section. The kanji sort of by level on the JLPT. So I'm gonna screenshot this just for my own sake. I like reviewing new sources that I've never heard of, and I've never heard of that one. Hopefully it has an iPhone version, because I only have an iPhone. Like I said, again, if you want to learn that way, cool. I tried learning kanji by JLPT level, and I could not retain it because I did not have that foundation in reading radicals. And then also putting those radicals in a story helped me 10 times more than just going, oh, well, you have, what's a good example? Oh, I know 3 trees is forest, but 2 trees tends to be like a grove, like a smaller forest. You might remember that, but to remember the word grove and stuff, it helps to have a story that goes with the picture. And that's a dumb example, I know, but that's just what helped me. If you guys find yourself having problems remembering the connection of what the word means with what the kanji is, a lot of the time that comes from you not having a super solid grasp on the radicals. And then the part B to that is, okay, you can name all the radicals, but you don't remember what the thing is. It's because you didn't make a vivid enough story with those radicals. So then really focus on the story. And if you just sort stuff by JLPT level, you won't get the radicals and you won't get the story. And that's where things like Wanikani, remembering the kanji, and all those other sites kind of come into play. If you're going through remembering the kanji, as a whole textbook, N5, pretty much all the kanji is going to be in the first 200 kanjis. Like, it's, even though there's a couple unnecessary ones, in general, it's in there already, right? So following it along will roughly be the levels of the JLPT, because they're not going to do the hella advanced ones at the beginning, right? The N1 kanjis aren't going to be at the front. So I always recommend that people try and learn, in conjunction, if you can, the meaning of the kanji with the radical story, and then attaching in your brain, oh, well, neko means cat. This kanji, because it's these 3 pieces, means cat, so therefore kanji equals neko, it means cat. But that's just me. If you want to listen to my method, awesome. I'm happy to have you listen. If you're, hey, Chad, I think you're a dingus, that's okay. Go do whatever works for you, and when you become fluent, we'll talk it out in Japanese. We're not fluent, you know what I mean. When you're able to speak to me about it, and, we'll talk in Japanese, and we'll have a good convo. It'll be fun. The only thing keeping me alive right now is dealing with these comments, because I could talk about Japanese forever. This anime is making my soul hurt. I'm glad I could get the subtitles off the second one, but geez, come on. This show is just not my speed, unfortunately. And Hefo. That girl's skin and her suit have no dividing lines. I don't like that. This is kind of like that weird cat bus. I think you can select which kanji from each section you want to test and review on. I haven't tried that yet, though. Cool. if that's the case, then you can do it in conjunction with stuff like remembering the kanji. So whenever you learn one of the kanjis from that book or whatever, the method's the same, right? It's taking radicals to make a picture story, but everybody says, "Oh, my book's the best," whatever. I used remembering the kanji, and it's probably the most famous. That's the one I always reference. If you could do that, then learn 10 from that book. Go to that app or whatever it is, right? And find those 10 and go, all right, these are the 10 I want to review, and then good to go. Or you could just go to whatever spaced repetition app you have. This is what I did, and because I already knew a lot of the kanji when I started remembering the kanji, I knew the first 50 or whatever. So I basically just went in and said skip all of these that I already knew, and the ones I didn't know I left, and then I ran those. Thanks, I'll try. Do you know any good Japanese slice of life? I think I pronounce Japanese to Korean because I mostly watch Japanese subs. Did I misread that? I think I pronounce Japanese to Korean because I mostly watch Japanese subs. How do you pronounce it Korean? So you listen to the audio in Japanese. Or, I don't know, maybe you're Korean? Giovanni, I thought you were Italian. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Good slice of lives. There's a lot. Anohana's super good. I don't know if you guys know Daily Life of High School Boys. They're shorts, super funny. What else is there? I have a huge list of slice, because it's like one of my favorite genres, if it's done well. Hi, Chad. Is it bad to listen to Japanese? Sorry, I'll get back to your. I need to think about it, and then I'll write you in like the Discord or on Twitter or something about it. Is it bad to listen to Japanese anime audio for listening practice? I know that the way they speak in Japanese in anime is not the same as in real life. Don't make it your only. You shouldn't have one method only to do anything. Like, you shouldn't just listen to podcasts. You shouldn't just listen to Japanese music. You shouldn't just listen to anime. You shouldn't just listen to Japanese news, because even the way people talk in Japanese news is not the way you'll hear your best friend talk when you're hanging out in front of a convenience store, right? You want to hear all of it, right? And when you hear 8 different ways of talking, the parts that are all the same is probably where you need to be. Where they all kind of intersect, that's kind of your gist, right? So if you want to listen that way, do it. But also make sure you have... So here's what I recommend. Anime talk is kind of weird. They make up a lot of words. There's a lot of words that don't exist in anime. That's just going to make your understanding hard. They also kind of talk really informally, and they break a lot of grammar rules in anime, so you won't get a lot of good grammar stuff. So I would suggest listening to this, probably just because it's prevalent. Like, there's millions of anime, and it's you can find audio everywhere, right? But make sure you do not have English subs on. That's going to I've talked about it forever. I'm not going to talk about it now. Your brain will connect to the English, even subconsciously, and it's going to subvert all of the gains you make in listening with them on. The only subtitles that you should be listening to if you're doing listening practice is Japanese subtitles over Japanese audio. That is it. But listen to that. Throw on some Japanese YouTubers, some fast-spoken, slangy, normal Japanese. Try that. Then go to maybe some news show sections on YouTube. News clips. I'm going to turn off the anime because it's over. We're already done the thing. I'm just answering questions now. Watch news clips because they talk very formally, very respectful, but it's perfect grammar, right? And then maybe listen to like conversation or listen to songs, because songs break grammar rules a lot, but they're able to be understood by Japanese. So there's obviously some root in every song that is understandable, even if they break a lot of rules of direction of sentences. So it works on how you have to put your mindset in the same as the musician in order to look at the words the same that they wrote it to pull out exactly what it means. Because they leave out a lot of context and directional particles, and you have to get good at not listening to particles. Great practice listening to songs, but do everything. Do a little bit of everything. It's kind of like my reading video, if you guys watch that. Don't just read manga, but also don't just read newspapers. Have a couple of different levels. Have stuff that's super easy, that has pictures, and that you can read a lot of, and then kind of more in the middle, and then kind of harder. Sorry, I've already talked about that at length. I'm going to try not to go over stuff I've already talked about in videos. Hey Chad. Sorry. Hey Chad. Where is it? I confuse the Chad. I watch K-dramas subbed in Japanese. I think I use Korean pace and sentence stressing. I'm American. Give me your oil. Okay. So, well, here's the thing. If, in the same way when we dub over an anime, it's the same dubs that Japanese people are going to put over Koreans, they're going to try and match the mouth. So sometimes you'll see on dubs of things, the mouths aren't exactly right, but in general, the speaking is kind of like spoken stuff, right? So you're going to get mostly okay Japanese. Like, it's not unusable. Japanese people obviously watched that show in Japanese. It is Japanese. But again, just don't make it your only thing. If you guys like this video, be sure to like it down below. That helps me so much. You guys have no idea. Any questions, comments, concerns, or compliments can be left in the comment box down below. Go to the Discord. Talk to me on voice chat. We always do it after the stream here. I'm also on Discord often anyways, answering your guys' questions, doing Twitter polls. Anything you guys need, I'm here all week long. Not just the 2 videos on this channel. Also, it would mean a lot to me as a personal favor, as a bro, if you would go to the Wicked Miscreant Podcast, subscribe. I want to hit 200 by the end of this month, if possible. We are at 121, so we need, what is that? 121. Math. A handful more people, I think. So if you guys could go there, if you're not sub to it, go check it out. I'm not just saying sub to it to sub. Listen to it. It is stupid funny, and you get more of me. It's an hour of me and Clayton, friend of the channel, Adam, friend of the channel, as well as a lot of other friends we do. We play D&D and have fun and tell jokes. I think I've covered everything. Thank you guys so much for 10K. It has been an honor to do these videos and to help you guys be looking for Wednesday's video. We're talking about supplements that help you learn. Is there anything else? I'm always missing stuff. Take the JCat. JCat's not sponsoring this, obviously. But super fun test, immediate results, and I think you guys would benefit from it greatly if you take it. Oh, I'm in the beta test. I got an invite to the beta test for, what is that? It's a new app. If you guys remember my Boom Pro video, I am on, well, it's my phone, but I'm on the beta test for their iPhone app that hopefully is coming out soon, and it is so cool, and it's going to be something I think so many Japanese learners are going to need. So just be looking forward to that. What's a Synex? Thanks a lot, Chad. Recently, I've been listening to a Japanese song, and I understand the chorus 100%. For example, the chorus says, Wakaru ga ore no ryoku wakaru ga ore wa ichiban. Which means, do you understand my power? Do you understand? You added 2 ga's there, but I feel you. I feel what you got. That I am number 1. Cool. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be seeing you guys in the Discord. Come hang out, come play Fortnite, and be kind to one another. Don't douche around. Fight for your dreams. Probably turn off the news. Go hug someone. Go read a book. All right, I'll see you guys.